Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Cinema Spoilers with Zipp and Cam. My name's Zoe Bell-Kanapaux. I'm a 22-year-old author and movie lover, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host Cameron. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I also enjoy movies.
This week we decided to watch one of my all-time favorite movies, Freebirds. This movie is directed by Jimmy Hayward and produced by Scott Mosier.
Yes, Scott Mosier.
And he's one of your favorite producers, right?
He's a co-parent of one of my favorite producers, Kevin Smith.
A co-parent?
Yeah, well, they make a lot of projects together, so, co-parent.
Yes, and I already have a Kevin Smith episode planned. We're going to do, the Kevin Smith cinematic universe. That's going to be one of the longer episodes.
The KCU.
Yeah, so before we get into Freebirds, the movie, I want to take a second to explain what this podcast really is going to be, because this is the first episode, like we mentioned, and I just want to set the expectations. So, yes, there are going to be some longer episodes of it where we explore multiple movies, or maybe, a TV show. I can't guarantee TV shows. We might not. That would take a really long time for us, because we would have to watch it, take notes.
I mean, we could do seasons, but
we'll
see there. Well, we'll see. To be determined.
I was thinking, limited series when I thought TV shows.
Yeah.
But
my idea is, season 1 of Chucky, or season 2 of Chucky.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Where there's 8 episodes, so it's only 8 hours, which still seems like a lot, but that's a weekend binge.
Okay, yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. And, by the way, I love horror movies. Cameron's kind of into them.
I like them. That's why I only bring up Chucky right now,
Yeah.
because I'm like, that's a perfect limited series.
Yeah.
Because I think they're only on season 3.
They're on season 3.
Well, that's why I say it's limited, because there's not,
a ton.
There's not 23 seasons like Grey's Anatomy, or however many seasons they have.
So, but in these episodes where we have just one movie, like this episode is just Freebirds, it is going to be a little bit shorter. And we do have a bunch of episodes planned for October, Halloween time, so we can go through various series, various slashers.
We're revisiting this movie during Thanksgiving, by the way.
Yes, we will revisit it, but we will also be revisiting other Thanksgiving movies.
Mostly because this is the only Thanksgiving movie that is worth it. Do you know of any other ones other than Charlie Brown?
Oh.
Yeah, Charlie Brown's got one for every holiday. But
not off the top of my head can I think of
I can't think of any other Thanksgiving movies that I'm like, oh, that's a Thanksgiving movie.
Unless it's one of those where it's a family drama and it's got the Thanksgiving dinner and then it also has Christmas dinner. And,
yeah.
And it's one of those situations
it's a multiple season movie.
Yeah, where it's Die Hard, where people say it's a Christmas movie because it happens on, but it's not really a Christmas movie. It could be debated on either way. It's one of when people say Thanksgiving movie and then they say I don't even know an example to pull off the top of my head, but it's those movies where, Thanksgiving dinner happens. Is that a Thanksgiving movie? We will be debating that, definitely.
True.
But, today, we just finished watching Freebirds, which is available on HBO. And, honestly, I have been in love with this movie for as long as I can remember, which is November 1st, 2013. Because that's when it came out. And let me see. So, the synopsis of the movie. Pardoned by the president, a lucky turkey, Owen Wilson, named Reggie, gets to live a carefree lifestyle until fellow fowl, Jake, Woody Harrelson, recruits him for a history-changing mission. Jake and Reggie travel back in time to the year 1621, just before the first Thanksgiving. The plan? Prevent all turkeys from ever becoming holiday dinners. Unfortunately, the two birds encounter colonist Miles Standish, Colm Meaney, out to capture feathered friends for all the hungry pilgrims. There's a lot of F words in there.
There are.
Yeah, but I love this movie so much. I think Reggie is so silly. I didn't never realize that Jake was Woody Harrelson until watching it this time.
Yeah. He doesn't have that country accent that he normally does have. It's a lot more muted in this one. He
normally dons like a pretty thick but understated country accent. Mm-hmm. So you can tell this man is from the South. I don't know where Woody Harrelson's from, but you can tell that he's like a Southern guy that maybe moved to the North, you know?
Yeah, but in this one you can't even tell that it's him until you know it's him, and it's like, oh! He doesn't say any of his, unique words.
Yeah. So, if you had to guess, do you think most people like this movie? Don't look at my phone.
Yeah, no. It's a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah.
At first glance, you're not like, ooh, I want to watch this, but it's a really good movie.
Dude, I have tried to get your dad to watch it.
I know. It's a Thanksgiving movie. It's a hard pitch.
I could watch it any time of the year.
Definitely.
But I do want to get into some of the funny reviews that I found on this movie. So, on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 20% on the tomato meter and a 44% audience score, which I think is dumb as fuck.
Hey, that's still better than Borderlands that just came out.
Yeah.
It got a 0 from Rotten Tomatoes.
Yikes.
So, Freebirds is above Borderlands.
Okay. So, the first review that I'd like to read with you comes from Jeff J., and this was posted on December 19th, 2022. It reads, "Before this movie, I was a child. I was alone. I was scared. I never left the house. Every day I would sit in my room alone. Nothing but darkness shrouded my room, my abode, myself. That was until the day I witnessed the film Freebirds. For the first time in years, I regained the confidence to go out into the world the way they went back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Changed me. Thank you, Freebirds."
That is a stellar review.
Okay. The second one that I wanted to read to you is equally as funny to me. This is from Polly Frantic, posted on November 19th, 2023. So this very well could have been Thanksgiving. I don't remember what day Thanksgiving was, but the motion picture blockbuster that is Freebirds may just be one of the movies of all time. Freebirds manages to not only resemble the importance of pizza from the hit establishment of Chuck E. Cheese over the standardized turkey our modern culture enjoys on the day of November 23rd. Okay, so it was not Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I just looked it up.
But also happens to be relatable for the non-turkeys enjoying the film. Featuring the feelings of overcoming fear, inspiring change, and going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Overall, Freebirds is a must-see movie, and I would spend an eternity watching the film on repeat because it's that good. Now, a majority of the reviews do have the sentence, "We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu."
I mean, they keep shouting it, so it is it's a good one to put in the review. It's like, I did watch the movie.
And some of them have... "We're going back in time to get the first Thanksgiving," or "We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu." That's right. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu.
That's too funny.
This is the movie where Owen Wilson and Woody Harrelson go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Truly one of the films of all time. I think it's so funny.
I was going to say, you laugh at it like you don't think that it's one of the films of all time.
I mean, yeah, I do agree. It's one of the films of all time.
You're like, it's great.
I love it. I love it so much. I think I can remember the first time I watched it. The youngest I could have watched it was age 11, but I think that I was in 7th or 8th grade, right? Mm-hmm. And a teacher put it on, before Thanksgiving break, and a lot of people didn't like the movie, so I knew I was a little bit different.
I'm different from the crowd.
Yeah, I'm a little bit different from the crowd.
I'm not like everyone else.
No, but I remember people being like, this is a dumb movie. Why are we watching this? This is so stupid.
And you're fully intrigued?
Yeah, I was sitting there. I had my arms crossed to show that I was paying attention.
Of course, as one does.
And my eyes did not leave the screen for the whole class period. And then I came back the next day, and I put my arms crossed again, and then I kept watching the screen because I was so intrigued.
Oh, thank God your teacher wasn't one of those that was like, oh, yeah, I didn't like the movie yesterday, so I brought a new one.
Ugh.
Did you ever have some of those teachers?
Yes. In the 4th grade, when I lived with my father... No, I was in the fifth grade. I was in the 5th grade. I lived with my father, and I had a teacher whose tradition was to watch Brother Bear on the day before Christmas break. And she was pissed off because no one brought Brother Bear.
Brother Bear?
Don't do that again.
Sorry. Brother Bear doesn't have anything to do with Christmas.
I don't know why.
It's just Native Americans.
Yeah. I don't know why that was her, tradition. But if
Odd.
it's gonna be your tradition, why don't you have a copy?
Right?
I have traditional movies that I watch. I don't have a copy of Freebirds.
I was about to say, that reminds me, we need to find a copy of Freebird, but also where?
I don't know.
We'll probably have to order one.
Yeah.
Only because I've never seen it printed during Thanksgiving.
No.
But also, they don't ever print movies for Thanksgiving. They always print Christmas movies right before.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's like, Thomas and the Tank Engine Christmas movie. I don't want that. Give me Freebirds. It's Owen Wilson and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
That is some really big names.
Yeah. And honestly, I love this movie so much. I know I've said it before. And I did have a few things that I wanted to point out. And maybe you will also have remembered these things. So, this is like my 10th time watching this movie. It's been on the Thanksgiving playlist every time. I make sure I can watch it. It is on YouTube, so sometimes I buy it on YouTube if I can't watch it on a streaming service.
Yeah.
But this is only for Thanksgiving, because I just will wait. And the day it comes on, it could be July 31st, and I'm like, Freebirds is on HBO!
So, ooh!
Yeah, so I never noticed that he was ordering pizza from Chuck E. Cheese.
Same.
Yes.
Until you just pointed it out to me this time watching it, I didn't know it was Chuck E. Cheese, and it's very clearly on there.
Yes, it is very clearly. It says Chuck E. Cheese. But he calls 1-800-PIZZA to get it.
That's weird.
Yeah, he calls 1-800-PIZZA to get the Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
And nobody mentions that it is Chuck E. Cheese pizza
Except
in the movie.
for the reviews, yeah.
Yeah, but nobody in the movie is like, this is Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Also, the delivery driver is not in green and in purple.
Yeah, he's not dressed like the mouse. That kind of took me out of it.
Also, I don't think... it took me out of it. Does Chuck E. Cheese even deliver?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
I don't know if they delivered in 2013, but, if you go on DoorDash right now, you could probably get a Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Yeah, but that's DoorDash.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever delivered.
Maybe 1-800-PIZZA's the DoorDash for this universe. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, 1-800-PIZZA. My favorite part is when he's all... this is at the very beginning of the movie, and he's like... they establish that, humans can't understand him.
Oh, yeah,
right?
When they're in the secret base.
But why does it seem like the humans at the end, the settlers, the colonizers... Why does it seem like they can understand him when they're eating the Thanksgiving pizza?
They did.
It kind of seemed like they understood him.
Well, see, here's the thing, though, was that the guards in the thing were just kind of doing their mission, and we were just kind of like, meh, whatever, fry the turkey, right? But at the end of the movie, the pilgrims were also already like, yo, this bird's a time traveler. So maybe they were just open to, trying to talk with them like dogs.
Bark, bark, bark?
Yeah, well, they're just like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a happy gobble. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
Seems like a happy gobble. He's holding a piece of pizza.
Can we also discuss that the feathers for their fingers were just feathers, but they were like actual like hard, like they could hold stuff and they could like move around with their feather fingers, but it was just one fucking feather for each finger.
Dude, those strong ass feathers.
Yes, but also another one of my favorite parts is when Jake is kidnapping Reggie. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, the two main characters are Jake and Reggie. He goes and he puts his little feather fingers, into two little cups, and he does binocular eyes, and apparently it fucking works.
Dude, that is the funniest gag.
No one seems to believe him, and then they finally try it, and they're like, whoa!
And he looks at his hands like, what the fuck?
Whoa! These feathers zoom in!
I got HD feathers.
HD feathers?
Yeah.
Well, did you notice that in some shots, not all of them, but in some of them, there's like little tiny hairs drawn off of them?
Yeah!
But not all of them. Not all of the shots are drawn like that.
Oh, really? It's just like the glamour shots?
I guess so.
Probably. Or the heroes that were used for like the ads and whatnot.
Yeah.
All that goodness.
By the way, I just want to talk about the slogan for this movie.
What was it?
Hold on to your nuggets.
Hold on to your nuggets.
Hold on to your nuggets. If you... Okay, I introduced you to this movie, right? If you had seen it on November 1st, 2013, or if you had gone to the movies on November 1st, 2013, and you saw a poster that had two animated turkeys and then a bunch of them running behind, but then it said, hold on to your nuggets, would you have fought your parents to see that movie?
Probably not. Honestly. Hold on to your nuggets for a Thanksgiving movie?
It doesn't say it's a Thanksgiving movie.
But it releases during Thanksgiving.
It releases November 1st.
Thanksgiving! So, probably not. I wouldn't... Like I said, it's a Thanksgiving movie. It's so underrated. It's very underrated. It's in a category that no one's like, let me make some films over here. No one's doing it.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's just nobody's watched it. I think this is gonna be like the B movie, where you give it a little bit more time, it's gonna blow up as a meme, and then people are gonna be like, wait a minute, this is really good.
I remember the B movie like being pretty big when I watched it, but I also lived in California.
A lot of people didn't like the B movie to begin with, and then it blew up.
Yeah, I'm
with
surprised.
Hey, you like jazz?
I'm actually very surprised that I enjoyed the B movie because I do not like Seinfeld.
Oh, maybe that's another episode we'll go ahead and do.
What?
The B movie.
The B movie?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to say Seinfeld. I was like, you know what? This podcast is done. Over with.
Completely. The series is over.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
there is no
one
more
and done.
One and done.
One and done. So, what movie would you like to watch next?
Oh, next? I think I'm going to go with my favorite movie.
Huh.
Goodfellas.
Really?
I think so.
I think we could definitely do Goodfellas.
That's going to be a longer episode.
Definitely, because it's a longer movie.
Yeah, it's a little more complex, so we can break it down a lot more. This one, we're just ranting and raving about how good a movie it is.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's not very complex. It's
No.
a very put on, turn your brain off, and just laugh.
Wait, do you mean it's the movie where the turkeys go back to the first Thanksgiving? That's
Again.
right. The turkeys go back to the first... I don't have it memorized. I thought I did.
Yes, it is the movie where the turkeys go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get them off the menu.
And you know what? I did plan this a little bit because I was like, the first Thanksgiving, the first episode of Cinema Spoilers.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, stupid. But the tagline for this video, hold on to your nuggets.
It has to be. It has to be. And then, they could have used that in the movie.
They didn't say it a singular time.
They didn't say it.
They didn't say hold on to your nuggets.
I feel
at
like
all.
taglines are usually in the movie.
Yeah, usually.
So it's like, yo.
It's like you don't say the Superman and then like not have the Superman.
He said it.
That's the Superman.
Insert the what's it called clip from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood though.
I've never seen that movie.
You've seen the meme where it's Leo sitting on the chair.
Oh, yeah.
He's drinking the beer and he snaps and is pointing at the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's him, but he's trying to like
okay.
Point the attention.
Ooh, if we did Goodfellas, we could also compare the book to the movie because we have the book.
I've never read the book.
I haven't either.
Ooh.
Yes, so
you got a week to read it.
That could be my homework. Is
your
reading.
End. And me, I'm just watching the movie. I'm like, yay!
Yeah, I have the biggest crush on Ray Liotta. When I first watched the movie when I was 5.
I don't blame you.
You're like, me too.
I'm more in love with the suits and the gangster.
Yeah.
Gangster realm. It's cool.
Yeah. So anyway, be sure to look out next week when we dissect Goodfellas for cinema spoilers with Zipp and Cam. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you didn't, watch next week's.
Then you'll like that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Find a different video on our page.
Yeah, we also have the Long-Winded Podcast. Or if you're looking for something more structured, because this will get more structured as time goes on. That's just how most things are. I'm an author. I do have books, and I do have audiobooks that are released that are from my books. Right now you can listen to Crash and Behind Open Eyes on Audible. Also, you can support us on Ko-fi. It's ko-fi.com/Zoe Writes Books.
And how do you spell Ko-fi?
ko-fi.com/Zoe Writes Books. ZOE Zoe, not ZOEY. But you can support us there, get exclusive podcast episodes, exclusive YouTube videos. You can get chapters of audiobooks for free. You can also, on my Silver Bookworms tier and on my Golden Bookworms tier, you can also get chapters of my books on there. So much stuff. You can buy signed copies of the books, and then there will also be some crochet pieces that I make on there available to you. So
those are coming soon.
Coming soon. But they're not exactly there yet. So anyway, it was a pleasure to film this video. I love watching movies with you.
Me too. It's one of my favorite pastimes.
And I hope that you love watching movies with us. Bye-bye.